Welcome to Off Season's 2021 cocktail finale. I'm going to bring you three delicious cocktails that I hope you enjoy. And I think they're pretty super easy to make using some of the same ingredients. So you won't be out of pocket too much. But let me know how you enjoy it. And I look forward to hearing from you. And don't forget to subscribe to my page. So I'm about to create a white chocolate martini and a chocolate martini. And all I did was take two glasses, as you see, and I melted some white chocolate morsels and drizzled them in the glass. And I took some chocolate morsels and drizzled them into the glass. I'm going to stick both of these into the freezer for about 10 minutes maybe. While we're waiting on the chocolate glasses to freeze up a bit, maybe 10 minutes, I went ahead and put my ice into my mixed glasses. Now, normally you do a martini in a shaker glass. I don't mind you switching. You can do yours in a shaker glass. I just prefer to stir mine this time. But first we're going to do the start with the white chocolate liqueur that go in the white chocolate martini. And I'm just calling it by ear here. So about an ounce of that. And I got my ice already in there. We're going to do about an ounce and a half of vanilla vodka. The interesting thing about vanilla vodka is you can either create your own or you can buy it already infused. If you create your own, you just simply take a plain vodka and stick in a vanilla bean, leave it for about 3 or 4 days, and or to your taste. Some people don't like that much vanilla taste in it, and some prefer even more vanilla. So whatever your preference is, but for this I just decided to buy one already made. So we got our vanilla vodka, our white chocolate liqueur inside. Then we're going to pour in some cream, and about maybe a half of a teaspoon or so of that. Then we're going to take our spoon and we're going to mix this. Mix it really good. A little ice will start to melt, and that's fine. But if you want, at this point, you can go ahead and remove your ice. I like to keep mine in because I'm moving fast and it won't melt much more, and it'll keep the drink cool until time to use. So there's our our white chocolate martini. Okay, now we're going to do our chocolate martini. So for this one, we're going to start off with chocolate liqueur. Then we're going to add in a little Irish cream, maybe a half of a shot, give or take. Then we're going to add in some plain vodka, about a shot and a half. And we're going to add just about a half a teaspoon of cream. And now we're going to stir it. And again, you have the ice in there. If you were shaking this, you would put your ice in last and shake it. But I'm stirring this one, so it's all good. Now they are both ready for our glasses. Here is the vanilla. I don't know why I keep calling it vanilla. It is white chocolate martini. Yum. And now to our chocolate. Yum. And you can choose to fill it all the way up as much as possible or leave some of the chocolate showing. I prefer to leave some of the chocolate showing, but look at that. And just so you know, white chocolate is always like a vanilla color. It's like a cream color. It's never pure white. So just so you know, you won't be expecting a pure white. But there it is, the chocolate martini and the white chocolate martini. So the next cocktail is going to be called a Frostbite, and it's made with blue curacao liqueur and white chocolate liqueur. The main ingredient, of course, is tequila mixed with the blue curacao, and then you have cream. It's creamy, it's frothy. When frozen, it's very delicious. It's a delicious cocktail combination. And the cream that you use, I'm just using one of these plain coffee creamer, one of my plain coffee creamers with no flavor, just the plain one. And that's about how much you'll need for this particular recipe. So let's get started. I'm going to add in the white chocolate liqueur. About a half a shot of that. Then we're going to do our tequila, about a shot of that. Then we're going to add our creamer. That's all you need of that, because you don't want it really creamy, but you can. If you make this with milk, it won't be as thick, but you can use regular milk as well. Then we're going to add our blue curacao. And that's that blue flavor. You just kind of top it to how far you want it in your glass. I'm using a martini glass. You don't have to. Man, look at that. It's like it's the ocean. Oh, some beautiful water. Man, that's pretty. I'm going to stir it a little bit. And then I'm going to freeze it. You can actually garnish this with some cherries or some other type of fruit, but it's actually delicious as it is. You don't even need a garnish. But if you want to make it look pretty, you can do that. Look how it's glowing through that glass. And I'm going to freeze mine, stick it in the freezer for about 10 minutes, just so it could have that freeze, that slushy type creamy. But it is really good, guys. And I'm preparing some brisket today from scratch. I had to do some coffee rub and create that brisket. Let me just show you guys how it looks. Look at there. Uh-oh, that heat from that brisket. But anywho, you get the idea. I'm going to enjoy that with my Frostbite cocktail, and I hope you do too. Look at that. It's so pretty. But I'm about to add something to boost it up a bit. Look at these monogrammed ice cubes, guys. I got it from a place called Silograms. They're not a sponsor, but it's so cute. My final cocktail of the year is the white chocolate peppermint schnapps cocoa, finale of the year. I wanted to share it with my friends, so I have cups ready to go. And now for the recipe. Hello. So today we're going to do a white chocolate peppermint cocoa that's spiked with a little liqueur. And I must say, I give this recipe compliments of one of my favorite TV food stars, Sandra Lee. I got this recipe off of one of her shows and decided to just critique it just a little bit, but the recipe in itself is wonderful. So I'm going to start with the basic recipe of adding 1 cup of white chocolate chips. And we're gonna put that onto our stove. We're gonna add 1 cup of heavy cream into that. And so we're waiting on the morsels to melt down. We'll stir it a little bit, and while it's waiting, I'll show y'all what my plans are to do with this hot cocoa. So in these glasses, I have a couple of friends that will come and have a sip on the spot, so the white cocoa will go in there. And then there are some of my friends who won't be able to pick theirs up until later, but I don't want it to be cold when they get here. So I purchased these little neat heat warmers where you can sit your drink inside of there and it will keep it warm. You just plug it up. And so 2 of them will be doing that, and I have 2 that is ready to keep it warm until they get here. Then I have some that will come and just pick up and go. So I have the to-go cups ready with the sleeve saying thankful, and of course the lid. So they'll grab and go. And so that's how I plan on distributing those out today. This wonderful cocoa, I've tried it once. It was delicious then. I'm sure it will be delicious now, and I can't wait to share it. So once the chocolate is melted, you pour in 4 cups of half and half. And earlier we had the heavy cream, a cup of heavy cream. And you basically just continue to stir it. We're also gonna add vanilla extract. You can also add peppermint extract, but I won't be adding that today. That's one of the differences that I don't do with mine, because I think the peppermint liqueur that we'll add at the end will do it enough justice of peppermint. So we'll sit and wait on that until it's heated thoroughly. So first I'm going to add to the cups, to the mugs. I'm just gonna dollop it in here. And I'm doing it this way because to these 2, I'm going to add peppermint schnapps and white chocolate liqueur. And I'm trying to be as careful as possible. This should make about 6 to 8 cup servings, depending on how much you allow each person to have. Okay, that's about enough. Leave that there. And then I'm going to add the peppermint schnapps and some white chocolate liqueur. So about a little bit of that. A little bit of this goes a long way. So unless you just absolutely love peppermint to death, you don't need much to flavor it. And then I just kind of like to pour mine just a little halfway. So those are done. I'm gonna clean those up a bit, and then I'll show you how to serve them. So as you can see, I have peppermint here. I have peppermint sticks, and I have the little peppermint softies in the little bags. I've went ahead and crushed up 2 of the bags because they're gonna serve as toppings, but the peppermint sticks are gonna just serve as a garnish. And then I'm going to take the whipped cream and just blow it up there halfway. And then I'll top these with the crushed peppermints and then garnish it with the peppermint sticks. And there you have it. So I also wanted to show you an added kick that you can do, that you can create for this particular cocktail. This is one that I've added on my own to this wonderful recipe. It's already a wonderful recipe, but I added this little step. But you take some vanilla vodka. After you put the whipped cream on, you just take some vanilla vodka and swirl it around. Now remember, we already added some vanilla extract. So again, unless you're overly in love with vanilla, don't overdo it, but just add a little touch to the top. And then for this one, I like to put my peppermint inside and just kind of stir it around. Use my peppermint to stir it around. And that way the melted crushed peppermint that I had on top, it sinks down in there into the cocktail, and then it creates a sort of latte look with the whipped cream. And so I love that, and I love the taste of this one as well. So there's that one with the little added kick. So I want to thank you guys for supporting my channel and my cocktails. I look forward to next year when I can hopefully share so many more. Enjoy, share, like, comment, and have a good rest of the year.